think the hardest part of being a postdoc isn't the research, it's explaining the research over and over again, every time something changes. Sure, I'm a postdoc in neuroscience. Specifically, I work on how sleep affects memory consolidation. So we are running experiments, collecting data, running it again, and when something doesn't replicate, it keeps moving, pretty much all the time. I would say once a month, at least. Lab meetings, department seminars, conference submissions, and every time I have to present, the data has moved. Like, I have to figure that looked one way last week, and then we rerun the analysis with an update pipeline this week, and now it looks completely different. Or we added a new condition, and suddenly the whole comparison doesn't hold the way I thought it did. So I'm back in the deck, swapping out figures, rewriting the interpretation, building narrative. And it's not just the numbers. Sometimes the whole framing shifts because we found something unexpected in the results. Then you're rewriting the narrative on the slide, and the whole layout falls apart. And you spend an hour just making it look right again. The biggest thing is that making a presentation doesn't feel like a separate job from the research anymore. Before, I'd finish the actual work and then spend hours just turning it into slides. I used to start from scratch on Google Slides, but the formatting was always the tricky part for me, Making it clear and look good at the same time is, well, I'm not a designer, so yeah, that's hard. And you would get feedback on it as well. What could be improved, what could be changed, what people thought of the presentation, things like that. So yeah, making presentation is kind of stressful. And I tried using presentation templates from other platforms too. But I still had to figure out the structure, organize the story, and making everything fit together myself. What I use most now is the AI presentation feature. And honestly, it's surprisingly good. Like I said earlier, our results keep changing. We're constantly updating analysis, rerunning things, finding something new. Now, I can rerun the analysis, attach the uploaded file, and the slides basically rebuild themselves. No more sitting there thinking, okay, now how do I make all of this fit again? The whole problem just kind of disappears. I usually just ask it to regenerate the whole thing. But if you want to get into details, you can. Chart data, the axis, the graph type, colors. You can tweak all of it if you want. I just don't really touch any of it. It already comes out the way I want it. If I were manually updating everything myself, I'd probably miss something along the way. So I mostly just do a quick review for errors to make sure everything looks right. And honestly, sometimes I think it does the job better than I do. And the templates are generally good too. It's not just a bunch of flashy business presentation templates. There are a lot of that feel surprisingly familiar. Like slides I've actually seen at conferences before. At first, I honestly wondered if they were using real conference decks as references. I think that's where the difference really shows. It feels like whoever built this actually understood how people in different fields present their work. And you can tell they spent time understanding how people actually present in different fields. We can't share certain patient health information because of HIPAA. So sometimes I had to put the presentation together myself when I couldn't upload the document to AI. That's actually where MiriCanvas templates help a lot. The structure is already there, so it's slower than using AI presentation, but still pretty efficient. Research is messy. The story you're telling this week isn't always the story you were telling last week. And honestly, that's usually where the work starts piling up. Now it's more like refining than rebuilding. I'm still making decisions, I'm still changing things, but I'm starting from something that's already moving in the right direction. I probably spend 10 or 20 minutes updating the deck now. Before, that could easily become 3 hours. And in research, that's a pretty meaningful difference. Because the slides aren't the work, the research is.